How to add meta tags in a WordPress website. Hey, do you have a WordPress website and you know you want to get found organically? And how are you going to get found organically? Well, those search engines are going to go out there like Google, and they're going to grab your information. They're going to go, this is a good result for what that person just typed in the search bar. So in order for that to work, you have to have meta tags, and we're talking titles, we're talking descriptions, we're talking the way you SEO or search engine optimize your page. And to do that, you need to have a plugin on your WordPress website. Now, in this particular example, I'm going to be using Yoast, and I'm going to be showing you exactly how to optimize your pages so that you come up in the search engine results and get more people to your site. I have my branded products actually on thousands of websites, including Walmart. So I started this channel so I could help you out in starting and running and growing your online business. And I've also got a free gift for you down in the description. There is a course, it's an e-commerce course worth $97, and you can grab it absolutely free by clicking the link below. You don't need a credit card or anything, you just click and learn. Now, if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. Go down there and click that big button down there and hit subscribe. Now, that's not going to tell you if I ever do videos. You'll need to turn on notifications. There's a bell right next to that subscribe button there, and if you ring that bell and turn on all notifications, you'll be part of the VIP Fisher family, so that I can tell you in advance anytime I do one of these videos. You'll know before anybody else, and when I go live, it will actually notify you that I'm going live and when I'm going live, so that you can actually jump in on the call. You may have questions to ask. Now, if you've tried to do any type of SEO, meta tags, that type of thing on your website, put that in the comments below. Let me know what results you had. If you have a certain plugin you like, tell me all about it. Ask me any questions, you feel free to do so. Now, let's go ahead and jump in there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump into the back end of my WordPress website. You do have to know how to log into the admin section, but once you're there, it's super easy. I'm going to walk you through every step. You're going to know all of this inside and out, and we're going to go ahead and get going right now. Okay, I'm on the dashboard now of one of my websites right here, and this is not a huge website. It's got, I think, 298 posts in here. It's 122 pages. But what I want to do first off is show you exactly where to go so that you can get this plugin I'm talking about. Now, the plugin I'm going to be using on this is Yoast. This is the free version. This doesn't even cost you anything. It is probably the most popular SEO plugin in the market right now, so I would highly recommend it. So let's go over here first, and we're going to scroll down right here, and we're going to find our plugins right here. Okay, there they are. Now, we can either go to install plugins or add new. I'm just going to click on the word plugins right now. There we go. Now, I'm going to go up here to add new. Now, I've already installed Yoast on this particular website, so it's not going to, I can't really install it in front of you, but you can see how to do it. So I typed in Yoast, Y-O-A-S-T. Here it is. You can see it right here. This is Yoast SEO. Now, you can see up here, this little box here says active, because I've already activated it, but you can see it's got 27,060 reviews and over 5 million active installations. So that would be the one you want. So we're going to go ahead and use that one. Like I say, I've already installed it. If you hadn't installed it, you would click this install button like this one here is. And you could go ahead and install it and then activate it and then go ahead and use it. Now, one caveat I would tell you to this is that if you already have an SEO program in your website, okay, if you already got one in there and you switch to this one, you will need to migrate over all of your data. Okay, now I just switched over all my data to Yoast SEO, but make sure you do that, okay, because if you don't do that, then you're going to lose all the SEO stuff you already had there. And there is a plugin, a free plugin you can use for migrating that all over. All right, so let's go to our post, because that's where you're going to actually have to do your SEO. So let's go there first. Now, these are all my posts here. Now, I want to go over first to let's see here, pages, okay, because I want to pull up a page that we've already done so you can see the difference. And let me do this one right here. And I'm going to scroll down. Now this one here has already been done. There's some things that I could do in here, but what happens is when you get into this SEO at the bottom, you can see right here, it's going to show you what you've already got done. So there's a picture here, it's got the title right here. My focus key phrase is not on this one, so let me go ahead and put that on here real quick. I'm going to copy this and I'm going to put that key phrase in there right there. Okay, so it's how to start a business online. And then I've got 10 online businesses you can start. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Now every time you put something over here, guys, you do need to update. So I'm going to hit update right here. And then I'm going to go into one in just a second that is not SEO'd at all, that nothing's been done to it, so you can see the difference. Okay, so in this one right here, you would have to go up to where it says Google Preview, and it's going to drop down here. And this is what people would actually see if they were searching online. This is what they would see right here. Now, what I have to do also is I have to go here and click Edit Snippet. Okay, so this is the SEO title. This is the slug. Now what the slug is this is the part of the URL that somebody can type in and actually find this, okay? And then here's the meta description right here. And it's got green right here, which means I could do a little bit better on this. So let's take a look at this one here. 10 tried and proven businesses you can start now. These are simple businesses anyone can start without technical skills. Low or no investment. Let me move that over. Needed. Okay. So as you see, this here has gone orange. And the reason it's gone orange is because there's too many characters in there that won't fit. So let's try to trim this down a little bit. Let's see, 10 tried and proven businesses you can start now. All right, so we're going to get rid of these are. We don't probably need that. And I'm going to come over here and put simple businesses anyone can start without technical skills, low or no investment needed, free download. So as you can see, now I've moved that little green bar over there a little bit because now it's of the right length. Let's check this out and see how we can improve this. How to start a business online, 10 online businesses you can start today. Okay, so that moved that bar over there a little bit. Let's see. Now we're going to go down here. You could put related key phrases in here, whatever you want to put. And then we're going to close this. So this basically is our slug. This is our meta description. This is our SEO title here. These three things need to be done on every single one of your pages. So some of you may be saying, oh my God, I got hundreds of pages that would take me forever. So what? You know, I mean, you just got to do it. It's something that has to be done. Now, once I've done all this, I want to update it right here. And it'll tell you if it needs improvement. Okay, so my SEO needs a little improvement on this. But let's go to one that has nothing on it right now, which would be one of my posts, because we post videos all the time and they are not SEO'd, so we need to do so. So let's take a look at some of these and see what I can do on these. All right, this is the #1 way to set targets in business. That's a scheduled one, so that's not even live yet. So let me pull this one right here. Okay. And we're going to go down here and take a look at this one. Now, this one here has a thumbnail in it. This is the thumbnail that we used actually on YouTube because it's actually a YouTube video. So we take these videos and we'll actually post them in the blog area, which is something you can certainly do too. It's very helpful. And these here on YouTube, he's pulled over the description of this and put it on the page so everybody could read it. But we still don't have our SEO done on this. So let's take a look at this and see how we can do that. Okay, so now we're down here at the edit snippet. Okay, so let's go ahead and click edit. So we're going to put in here 7 ways to make your e-commerce business wildly UCC, I remember how to spell here, successful, and then we're going to say secret tips. And I've almost got that bar filled up there because it's counting how many characters are in here. It knows what's going to fit on a Google search. Now the slug, we could adjust it, we could not adjust it, that's up to you. I'm not going to mess with it for this one. Now this one here is really important because this is the description that people see when they search online, and you know, if that description is not there, they don't know what they're going to get. So it's really super important to do that. So let's get in here, let's change this right here. Okay, I'm going to put make your, and you want to research these words, you don't want to just randomly put them in there, but I'm going to do it just for this example. Make your e-commerce business successful by using these secret marketing tips. Now, obviously we want to have some of the same words in the title that we have, okay, in the description. That way it's going to match up and Google's going to find it in more spots. Let me change that. You can. Okay. And we've got too many letters in here now, so let's make an adjustment here. And maybe we'll just take out the word wildly. Yeah. And we'll do best secret tips. There we go. No, it doesn't like that either, so we're going to take that out. Just secret tips. Okay, so we've got 7 ways you can make your e-commerce business successful. Secret tips. This is our slug right here. Make your e-commerce business successful by using these secret marketing tips. I'm going to put proven and effective low tech. All right, so because people are not techie, low tech. We'll say steps to improving your business. Okay, so now it's telling what they're going to get if they click on this and they watch this video. And if you notice, this bar here has now gone to green, which is a good thing, right? We got green. And then we can go ahead and close the snippet editor right here. And we want to go up here and we want to go ahead and update this page. That's going to take just a second. Okay, so now it has updated. And we can go over here. They're saying, you know, there's a couple things we need to do. They're saying it's okay now, which is good. Our readability and our SEO is. And we can go back in there. And if you want to open that up again, edit snippet, we can go in there and look and see that all that new information is in there, and these bars are now green now. So what you would want to do is you'd want to go through every one of your posts like this. And I know it's a lot of work. I get it. I know this stuff takes time, but you know, what else would you be doing but watching a rerun on TV or some, you know, show or something along those lines. So let's go back to all posts again, and we'll pick one more and do just one more in here so you totally get this. This one here is a tripwire. So let's go on this one here. This has not been SEO'd. And we're going to see here. We're going to do edit snippet. I just want to look at one other thing. Okay, yeah, that's right. All right, and edit snippet right here. And we need to get rid of these things here because we need the title, the page, separate. Okay, so we're going to get rid of these things here because there is no SEO title. So what are we trying to optimize here? We're trying to optimize what is a good tripwire secrets for building sales. So we'll go ahead and copy this and bring this down. There's your focus key phrase. There's your SEO title right here. Okay, secrets to building sales. Now it's saying it's orange, which means it actually needs a little bit more juice in there, okay? So I may put it here, proven tripwires. And let's see here for more sales. I went over. So I can't do that. So we'll put proven tripwires. We'll just leave it that, okay? Because we're already saying here, secrets to building sales, proven tripwires. Now, Once we've done that, we want to remember we want to have some of the same things in this description down here. So we'll put how to use we'll put what is a, because that's what it says at the top, right? A good tripwire. Now we don't want to have it exactly as the top here, but we just might want to put some of the similar words in here, like building sales. So building sales is easy when you use these proven tripwire techniques. Now if you notice, that line still is orange. It's still saying, hey, you don't have enough stuff in here. Watch this video. So WTCH. Watch this video to learn. Let me correct a couple words here, guys. Watch this tripwire to learn, let's see, all the steps. Okay, so we put in here to learn all the steps. Watch, okay, a little spelling error right there. Okay, so I've got those fixed now. Okay, so now we've got that information in there, and it's giving me green lines on both of these, which is good. That's awesome. Now, if you want to get more information on what you need to do, you can open up this one here that says SEO analysis, and what you can do is right here, what you could do, if you have the premium, you can add synonyms and related key phrases and all that. But you can also look at things like outbound links. It says no outbound links appear on this, in this page, add some. Internal links, no internal links appear on this page, make sure you add some. So those are things you could do on this. Let me just take a look and see what all's in here. So that would be helpful to you. And then down here it tells you all the stuff that you have done that's good. Okay, so all these things are good, and they told you they're good. Image alt attributes. Images on this page do not have attributes that reflect the topic and text. Now, to do that, you would need to add the alt tags to the image, which would be in another video, but you could also do that. Key phrase in the meta description. The meta description has been specified, but it does not contain the key phrase. Fix that. So it shows you how to fix that here. What is the key phrase? And you can just go in there and change that, which is pretty easy to do. So that's an overview of how you use Yoast and the things you can do to improve your page. And you could certainly go through each one of these and work on links, internal links, key phrase and introduction, all those type of things. And if you do that, of course, you're going to get better rankings. Okay. So let's put one thing in here and see what we can do. So we're going to put an H1 tag here, because if we put an H1 tag, it's going to rank higher in SEO. So we want to stick that in there also. So that's basically what you're going to want to do for each one of your videos that you put out. Make sure that you know those keywords are there. And here's an important thing I think I told you this, but whatever this says here, what is a good tripwire, secrets to building sales, proven tripwires, you want to make sure this says what is a good tripwire, building sales is easy. Reword it a little bit, but make sure those same words are in both of these here for optimization. Then I'm going to update it there. Okay, so we got it done. Our SEO is okay. Readability needs improvement. We could work on that. But overall, we have optimized this, okay, which is really good. And we've still got some more work to do on it. But I wanted to show you the basics of how to use Yoast SEO. You know how to install it now. You know how to set it up. You know you want to transfer over your information from your previous SEO plugin. Please make sure you do that. Otherwise, you'll lose all that SEO on all those pages, and you don't want to have to go through doing that again. It's not so bad if you've got to change it a little bit, but if you have to redo it, of course, it's a lot more work. How to SEO your WordPress website to get thousands more visitors. Guys, SEO, what is it? Search engine optimization, so that your pages come up in the search results. This video is going to be all about that. So if you want your pages to come up more, if you want more visitors, if you want more traffic to your website, you're going to want to watch this to the very end. Guys, SEO is so important, but I know it seems really complicated, right? Some of these things that they tell you to do for SEO are way complicated. In this video, it's not. In this video, I'm going to calm down. I'm going to make it simple. I'm going to show you all the steps you need to go through so you can start getting more results and more visitors to your website. Now let's talk about what SEO really is. It is search engine optimization. It's not about tricking Google to get people to go to your page. That's the last thing you want to do. You want to be totally honest and transparent, because they have a thing called bounce rate. And if you send people to your page and they go to your page and it's not what they want, they immediately leave. If you have a high bounce rate on your page, Google is not going to want to send people to your page. So we want to be totally honest and transparent when we're doing SEO. Now let's talk about why it's so important. SEO is very, very important to any and all businesses, and the reason being is it's free traffic. You know, you're getting people to come to your site and you're getting people involved in whatever your business is, service is, and it's free. So if we can do this properly, it is immensely important. It'll save you a lot of time, money, and hassle if you set up your site properly. Now, yes, SEO can be very, very difficult. It can be very technical. However, if you're already using WordPress, the things I'm going to show you in this video, you can do it. It's not hard. This is simple stuff, and the results are enormous if you follow the steps I'm going to give you in this video. Now here's a scary thing. WordPress automatically comes with a button that you can click to hide your website from search engines. We don't want to do that. So the first thing we got to do is check our website. This is how we do it. You want to log into your admin area of your WordPress site and visit the settings reading page. You see that right here? Okay. You need to scroll down to the search engine visibility section and make sure that the box next to discourage search engines from indexing the site is unchecked. Okay. You want that unchecked right there. Don't forget to click on save changes, and I've done this many times. I've done like things to my WordPress website and I forget to click the save changes. If you don't do that, it won't store your changes. Nothing's going to happen. Using an SEO friendly URL structure in WordPress is the next thing I want to talk to you about. Okay, on the screen now are some examples of SEO friendly URLs. I chose to pick WP Beginner because I think that's a great site. I know the guy there has it and he has a lot of good information, so why not give him some free press here. But you can see the two differences here. Notice that these URLs are readable and a user can guess what they will see on the page just by looking at the URL. You know, you can tell install WordPress, WordPress errors. You can see it right there. So what does a non-SEO friendly URL look like? Well, here you go. WP Beginner, and it's got all these numbers and letters and examples and all that. Notice that the URLs are numbers unrelated to the content, and a user cannot guess what they will find on the page by looking at it. Using SEO friendly permalink structure improves your chances of getting better positions in search results. Here is how you can check and update your WordPress permalink structure. Okay, so I want you to take a look at this. You need to visit settings and then permalinks page, select the post name option, and then click on save changes button to store your settings. You can see that right here. Very simple to do. Note, if your website has been running for more than 6 months, then please don't change the permalink structure unless you're using the numbers option. If you're using day and name or month and name, continue using that. By changing your permalink structure on an established site, you will lose all of your social media share accounts and run the risk of losing your existing SEO rankings. So if you must change your permalink structure, then hire a professional so that they can set up proper redirects, and you'll still lose your social share accounts on the pages though. Okay, so if you're just starting out with your website, you need to decide, are you going to use www dot or non-www dot? You have to pick one and stick with it. If you don't, the search engines will consider your site two different sites, so you don't want that to happen. So let's check out how we can do that. Now you can set your preference by visiting settings general page and add your preferred URL in both the WordPress address and the site address fields. You see that right there. Okay, despite what someone else may say, from an SEO standpoint, there's no advantage to using one or the other. Now I happen to like www, but that's just what I do. Now the cool thing about WordPress is it's been around for years and it's huge, so there's a plugin for everything, and there is a plugin for SEO, and I'm going to tell you about a couple of them, but I prefer Yoast. So let's check this out. Instead of installing separate plugins for individual SEO tasks, I'll help you choose the best WordPress SEO plugin that does it all for you, and it's 100% free, which is nice. When it comes to choosing the best WordPress SEO plugin, you will most likely narrow your choices down to the two most popular solutions, which is an all-in-one SEO or Yoast SEO. All-in-one SEO is an original WordPress SEO plugin that's used on over 3 million sites. It comes with powerful features like true SEO, on-page analysis, rich snippets, schema markup, social media integration, breadcrumb navigation, advanced e-commerce SEO. So simply put, it will handle everything that you need for your technical SEO optimization. Now the next thing you want to do is add your XML sitemaps. This helps the search engines actually navigate your site. So let's check this out. All right, here's an example right here. An XML sitemap is specially formatted file that lists every single page on your website. This makes it easy for search engines to find all the content that you have. When you're adding this XML sitemap, it does not boost your site search ranking, okay? I don't want you to think that, but it does help search engines find the pages quickly and start ranking them. So you're really going to get a jump on SEO. If you're using AIO SEO plugin, then it will automatically generate an XML sitemap for you. To find your sitemap, all you have to do is go to this URL right here, okay? And don't forget to replace the example with your own website, okay? Add your site to Google Search Console. This is the next thing you need to do, guys. Google Search Console, also known as Webmaster Tools, is a set of tools that is offered by Google to give website owners a look at their content and is seen by the search engines. It's going to give you reports and data, help you understand how your pages appear in the results. You'll also get to see the actual search terms people are using to find the website, which is really helpful because you can use more of those terms. So that's one thing I would recommend. Once you've added your website to Google Search Console, click on the sitemap from the left menu and paste the last part of the sitemap URL. You can see right here where I've done that. You want to click on the submit button to save your changes. Google Search Console will now check your sitemap and use it to improve your website's crawling. Once you have successfully added your sitemap, it's going to appear as a pending in the beginning. It does take Google a little bit of time to find your website, and after a few hours you should be able to see some stats about your website. It'll show you the number of links it found in your website, how many of them got indexed, a ratio of images and web pages, that type of thing. I do recommend that you check your Search Console at least on a monthly basis for gathering insights onto your SEO progress. Along with Google Search Console, you should also use any type of insights that are available to you. The next thing I'll tell you is you want to make sure you optimize your post and your blog post with SEO. A lot of people make the mistake of not doing that. Once you've put a post up there, you want to, almost all of these SEO things will allow you to put the right title and description in there. So let's check this out real quick. When writing your blog post, simply scroll down to the SEO section and take full advantage of it. Okay, very important that you do that. You can see it right here. If you're wondering how to choose a focus keyword or focus key phrase, what's a good title, what's the good meta description, then you can find videos on my channel about that where you can actually learn how to do that. But I highly recommend you watch some of those videos because your on-page SEO is crucial for your success. Many beginners use their best guesses to figure out what topics people are looking for, and you don't need to do that. It's already been figured out for you. It's like shooting an arrow in the dark. You don't need to do that when you can just use real data and figure it out. There's a ton of keyword search tools. There's free ones, there's paid ones. I like SEMrush. Here's a screen capture of that, and it's going to help you discover keywords and find out more keywords that your competitors are also ranking for, so you can rank for those too. Now there are WordPress best practices, and I want to touch upon that real quick. The way WordPress is set up is they want you to use keywords, okay, or tags, and they want you to use categories. Categories actually help the search engines understand your website a little bit better, and they can direct more visitors to your website if you have it categorized correctly. So I want you to think of it this way. Let's say you had a personal blog. and you would add categories such as travel, dining out, family reunions, whatever it is, and that way people could look through that and figure out what they want. Now tags are a little bit different. Tags actually talk about what's in that actual blog, so it may be the name of a restaurant that you ate at. So these are more like child categories. I'm going to also suggest that you use internal linking, and what that means is I may write a blog post about, you know, why you should store canned meats. We own a survival site, and there's the URL right there. You can check it out. We own survival food site. You may be talking about canned foods in there, then I may put a link in there about the canned foods going to our canned foods so that people can actually go there and buy that product. So that internal linking is also very important. Next thing you want to do is optimize all the comments on your website. That means actually keeping spam out. A lot of times spammers will put comments in there with links to other websites, and that's going to hurt your website's SEO. So you want to use something like a Kismet, which actually comes with every installation of WordPress, and that will keep that spam type of comment out of there. You want to add, if somebody comments on a post on your site, you need to respond. Okay, they're trying to say, hey, I want to communicate with you. I see it all the time also on YouTube, because I do YouTube videos. You're watching one right now, but people will put comments on a video, and you'll see shortly that nobody puts comments on their videos because they're never responding. So you want to respond to every single comment you get in there. I know it's work, and if it was easy, everybody would do it. Okay, it's work, you got to do it. If you can't do it, hire somebody to do it, but you've got to respond to every comment. Now a lot of times I like to respond to a comment and ask another question. Somebody may say, hey, I liked your video on SEO and a WordPress website. Is there anything else that you would recommend? And I may say, yeah, I recommend this, 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 and this. Do you already have a website? So what I've done now is I've asked them another question and asked them to respond again, and the more comments I get on there, the higher ranking that video is going to be. Same thing on your website, your WordPress website. The more comments you get on there, the more interaction that Google's going to see and send more traffic your way. So there's a lot of things more you could do, but these are the basics for SEO in your WordPress website. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked it. Put a comment below, ask me a question. You know, I'll probably ask you one back, right? Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. I do have a free course down below. It's click and learn, no credit card required, so you can opt in for that. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe, ring the bell, turn all bell notifications so you're notified each and every time I go live or if I upload a new video. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. Hey, thanks for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click that little bell right there so you can be notified every time I do a new video. Also, click on one of those videos there. Keep watching on my channel.